What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too, now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ned told me she was building a ship.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. All done?
Mid might need some help.
Well,
I've promised you.
I imagine Tyre could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job.
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well... Fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Wish I could take one of our birds.
But crystal too. Joking.
Trouble with... What could be wrong with... Hopefully... Is that it, boy?
What was it you said it was?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with what...
I suppose things have perhaps Hippocrates.
Instead of everything.
Oh, I'm never drinking again.
Lord, he actually...
I rather think all and I see if we assume it may well be frost wolves as to
I don't recall.
and little the love
Even
good hunting.
The nobleman who visited.
Blackthorn. Do you have a moment?
Not really.
This won't take. I just want, and you might perhaps share.
Still,
And that what?
so the metalist you could
So that's what. And if you knew we could only.
that's
I'll see what I sharp it and Rico.
sure, Barker.
Thank you. Let's see what. You're looking well.
What you want?
I want to know.
Running around.
I s-
Little one. There's not...
Which can he?
You think I tell people him? Suppose you... Lord Ignax, and he's got... Reckon he'll still be...
Thank you, Cap.
Oh.
Is that the thing Tomes helped him in?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the... No excuses, no.
Not quite.
She said that. In those words.
She.
Clive, were you born... She'll probably...
Did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this...
A little Andy. So I'm gonna...
Bill, and the man.
I'll eat that.
No, after the kiss up.
All right, is there anything...
Then mine. How'd you fancy?
Rocks.
Rock. I know.
I'm sure.
But you know.
I know.
Go.
Because... you...
Because I'd rather, lady.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really?
No.
Hugo Kupka's dead.
Oh,
Yep. In a boat.
then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obeleth.
Don't mention...
What tidings? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid,
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
you can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
G.O.T.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, G.O.T.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you feeling?
Clive! We weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to sell your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half that.
She had a man of Grieger mopping there.
Please, teach me how to fly.
Naught but wild beasts this end.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? Lady Carol. People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drake's fang is gone. Oh, Mother Christ. My reputation... Calm your... Out! I paid for... Please, it... That is...
I don't think... Huh? Then I'll...
You
want...
I don't... I did...
I will... Run like the wind. Time to fight.
got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
All yours, Chocobo!
And another!
Nothing seems to be done.
I hear I have you. What should I call
Why?
If well read. It was made in the outer isles, far beyond the twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array. But it, and why take the and a.
Thank you.
Pardon. Too many to can. Well, ready? Coming.
Trust Uncle now. Come on.
Faster!
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars. Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Thanks, Cal. To make it out alive.
Oh. How does it...
Oh, we need chance.
What?
You've clicked where? No, right.
Or...
You.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care.
Blimey, you lot! You've got guests.
These must be our bandits. That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this.
Seem. It's been a pleasure. Listen.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it... It's a bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side.
There's talk.
How the hell is it?
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you again tonight.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc?
Get? Oh.
Otto to set at.
I thought you'd tell them my...
I'd like to... And for Otto's. Otto.
Long ago, and I don't... How could this then ill?
Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Ready, go?
Faster!
No need to ride from here. Greetings, Your Majesty. your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. I should probably have brought a bucket. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it.
Is that the thing too? Who's helped to build?
They told me she was building a ship.
G.O.T. So, but she's careful, I'm sure.
All right. Hey. That's the stuff. You're right. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic.
And very impressive. There's...
Don't be... Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well,
That's this. Well,
it's... Right. Thank you.
no, never support.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something.
I did better. Yes.
No wonder I won. It might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent...
Even so.
I think, but there'd be nothing I reckon. So, but just... Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to.
And I'll see it. You come and fight.
All right. Lady Karen, G.O.T tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which,
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or...
I knew so little about him.
Most people.
Martha and the Dame both seemed to... How long did you...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. Which is where I met him. He bought passage to... We set up to quit him up with me. That was... before fate stepped in. And said the man could not run it. Luckily, it was him who stood it, and he threw away everything. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me, just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.